You're going to work until you die. We've all witnessed what's taking place in America, right? In other countries as well. But specifically here in America, a lot of people, conservatives, Republicans, Democrats, whoever, big corporations, capitalism is the American way. And now we see that we're on the verge of working until we die. You're going to be 70, 80 years old, still trying to get hired or keep a job, where the people who want you to work until you're that old don't hire people after 50. You can't buy a home, you won't own your own home, wages are not keeping up with inflation, the list goes on. Now, I don't believe in working until you die, but I believe everything is work. Everything you do is work. But here's how you can beat inflation. Here's how you can have a plan to set yourself up to at least be able to take care of yourself. I know people are going to say everybody can't be a millionaire. Well, I'm talking to the people that doesn't compare themselves to everybody. You can do certain things to put yourself in a position. It's going to take hard work. But here's the thing. You can't go back in the past. So from right here forward, you have to use the rest of your time. Today is the rest of your life, and you can do what you need to do to put yourself in a position to benefit from the work today if you were blessed enough to make it to 70, 80 years old. You have to do more. You have to do more, spend less. Save more, spend less. Invest more, spend less. Learn more, earn more. Relax less, play less. You have to sacrifice everything you've been doing for the last 10, 20 years, where you have all the good moments and the good memories and the fun. Our fun doesn't get us anywhere. It gets us in a hole where we're looking to blame something, because even though we know nothing is going to be perfect, we still find something to blame. We have to blame ourselves. It's people that are rich today that did not inherit riches. 89% of millionaires today did not inherit anything from their parents. So the other 11% that everybody like to talk about that's lucky and they should give up their wealth, no. Some of us spend all day scrolling on TikTok, looking at social media, mad in the comment section about videos where people like me are trying to hold people accountable how I hold myself. You can be mad all you want, but the fact of the matter is, you are what you repeatedly do. If you sit back and waste time, you are an elite time waster, and it's going to show in the results in life. I'm a results-based guy. Simple, logical. You don't work, you don't eat, you don't strive for something, you won't arrive to anything worth having. You'll just stay still, you'll be the master of the things you repeatedly do day to day, and you don't get better because you don't grow, because you don't do anything new. So with that being said, a lot of us need to pick up another job. I know you don't want to hear it, but if you don't do certain things today, then tomorrow it will be even worse. If inflation never stops, because it never will, it's going to always go up and down. What are you going to do to combat that? You can't work forever, so you have to put the work in. These two things are essential. You need to invest. It could be the stock market, it could be real estate, it could be whatever it is. And you need to pay off debt. So pay off debt, invest. Invest, pay off debt. Some people are going to tell you to pay off debt first before you invest. Some people are going to tell you to do both. Either way you want to do it, everybody's going to do what they want. Some of you are not going to do it at all. But you have to pay off debt. So this is where the 2 jobs and the sleeping less and working more, but also spending less, saving more, learning more, earning more, relaxing less, working more, eat healthy, because you're going to need that energy to push your body. This is not something you're going to do for 10 years, 20 years. Some of us can't even go that long because we're of age. But for you guys in your 20s, 30s, even 40s, you have to do something, because you have to imagine, if this is where we're at now, then where will we be when we're 50 and 60 years old? History repeats itself. If you want to have an idea of what the future looked like, study the past. The value of the dollar will keep decreasing. Inflation will keep rising. The market will keep going. The housing market will keep going. Gas prices will always... This is the new norm, is basically what I'm saying. So you have to combat it. You have to catch up. And you have to invest. Invest is one of the best ways to beat inflation. But how do you invest efficiently? Make sure you're debt free, or at least you have a minimum amount of debt. You can't walk around with $100,000, $200,000 worth of student loan debt, and then you have a car note, and you still took out a mortgage, or you got too many credit cards, you have too many personal loans. You have to pay that stuff off, man. So it's going to be a year or 2 or 3 where you're not really going out. And you're not going to miss anything, trust me. Drinking and smoking, partying, women, men, sex, it's always going to be there. Pay off your debt. Work more. Work the job you don't want to work. Deal with the idiots at these jobs. Block them out. Ignore them. As long as they don't touch you, words don't matter, right? Keep your mind on the goal, because you have to put that work in. You have to focus on building a better future for yourself. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Look, everybody can do something to benefit some type of way. When there were no jobs and people would trade certain things. People trade fruit, vegetables, oil, gas, whatever the hell bread. People figured it out. We can keep figuring it out. But you have to do something. Everybody can't be rich. I'm going to say this, man. You don't have to be rich to have your shit together. Some people are debt-free and they only make $100,000, $200,000 a year. Now, I know what I'm saying, only. But what I'm saying is, compared to being rich, millionaire, multi-millionaire, $100 million, a lot of people are doing well without making nowhere near that amount of money. It goes back to, are you debt-free? Are you investing money? Are you living below your means? The big two is debt-free and investing your money. You have to do that. You have to do that. This is essential. You guys hear me talk about investing all the time. I'm going to get in front of that chart with you guys. I'm going to break everything down on how I see the market, how I view the market. But at the end of the day, if you're not debt-free, if you don't have the mindset of live below your means, make more, save more, spend less, earn more, learn more, it's the whole process, like a circle of life. You're going to find yourself in a serious hole. A lot of us are in a bad situation right now. You can sit back and blame your parents. I'm not saying your parents didn't do certain things to put you and them in a situation, but blaming your parents is not going to do it. Because even though our parents may have not known what they should have known, or they didn't know back then what they know now, you have a better opportunity right now than your parents did 30, 40, 50 years ago. Some people believe it's easier to make money now. You don't even have to work as hard. Look, we have to do certain things. I'm the guy that's working 16 hours, 17 hours. It doesn't look pretty, right? I would wake up and turn on a gig app, 2 gig apps, after I've drove trucks at night, Class A licensed driver, and I'm invested in the stock market. I talk about the market a lot. I work out almost every day, not every day. I work out 4 to 5 times a week. I eat healthy. I spend time with my wife and kids. I do things with my children. You have to you have to have overdrive, especially as a man. You have to put yourself in overdrive. Nobody's going to come and do it for us because everybody's kind of like in their own situation. I always say, if you're going to help someone, make sure you help yourself first so they're not taking time away from helping themselves to help you when you know you could have got that, whatever it is, done. I talk about this as a father, us as men, young men, stop riding your parents back. Some of y'all parents are out working y'all. You guys call yourself big, strong, grown men, but you're walking around like children. Look, man, this is tough love. You don't want to hear it. I don't give a damn. Get off my channel. Get your ass up and do something. Your mama's in debt. Your father in debt. They 60 years old still working, and they're not getting ahead. They can't retire. They can't do anything. Take that monkey off their back. Take that stress off their back. Don't take years off of their life because you want to sit around and think the world is setting you up while you're setting your family up. You're setting your mother up. You're setting your father up. You're not setting up your future wife and kids to have anything to have. You're not setting up yourself to have anything. Women still operate the same way. They want a man to have something going on. You don't need to be rich. Just have something going on. It's a lot of good people still out here. We are all consumed by these distractions. Turn that goddamn phone off unless money is calling and go find a way to make you some money. Go work out. Go burn some calories. Go meal prep. Do something. Clean your house. You got to do something, man. It all comes back to accountability. But 2 things. You got to pay off that debt. If you got no debt, then great. What the hell are you waiting for? But if you have debt, pay it off and invest. If you got no debt and you're at home with your parents, you are in a beautiful spot, but you need to take advantage. Because there's people that have way more responsibilities than you, and they're doing way better than you. They make way more money than you. They're not smarter than you. They're not doctors and lawyers. They're hard workers. But they make sure the hard work pays off. They don't fuck it up before it pays off. They learn. It may not be some PhD or doctor or whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, it's levels to everything. I'm not one to act like it's not levels. I stay in my lane, but I handle business, man. You got to get up and you got to do it. If you want to beat inflation, if you want to get out of this jam, you got to do something that you don't want to do because you're in a position you don't want to be in, but it's because you put yourself there. So with that being said, man, after you watch this video, you guys go plot something, plan something, write down something, do something, man. You're going to always have time to do your hobbies and do what you love, but doing what you love don't get you paid. And you got to get paid. Because if you're sitting around not getting paid, you're taking somebody else's resources because you know they're getting paid. And they love you enough to take care of you, but why would you treat them like a slave? Don't sit back and watch them bend their back over to feed your big, strong ass while you sitting around doing nothing. Let's get to work, gentlemen.